another airplane. Oh. Hey guys, it's Chandler, back again with another video. If you watched my last video, which is entitled Why I Chose to Take a Break from the Music Industry, you will learn that I did not choose to take a break from the industry. The industry took a break from everyone.
Bye, Felicia.
But if you did watch that video, you have learned that I am unleashing my entrepreneurial spirit, and I am finally taking all of that cooped up energy that I used on my music career and putting it into something that has way greater return on investment. So in addition to sharing lessons that I'm learning on my journey thus far as a young entrepreneur, I want to share other things that I'm really passionate about that are super important to having a full life of freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. So those things are personal development and growth and inner work. And all of these things are really important to me. So today I wanted to share with you 6 steps I have taken to help guide myself down the path to success recently. These steps have really helped me. I was at first thinking about titling this video 6 steps to self-confidence or 6 steps to get yourself back on track. And all of that is so not totally capturing the vibe of what I'm doing right now. And I have decided to go down a new journey altogether and launching my first e-commerce business. But in order to get there, I had to take a few steps to really decide what I want. So step number 1 was getting really clear on my goals. But the truth is that step didn't come until around step 5 because I had to take care of myself first, my health, and I had to get a structure in order that really helped me get on track just with the bare minimum. So we'll come back to that. So step number 1, turn off social media. Oof. This one was really hard for me. I don't even know how long it took me before I realized how many hours of my day were just lost. Me scrolling, doom scrolling, any kind of scrolling you can come up with, I was doing it. And I would just pick up my phone and check the time sometimes and find myself just automatically, without fail, automatically logging into Instagram and like being bombarded with pictures of my beautiful, I can't even call them friends, beautiful people that I'm following, and distracted by how great they're doing. Well, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do that. I'm good at a lot of things, so I was very easily distracted by what everyone else was doing, instead of really going inward and asking, what do I want to do? Like, what is my next goal, right? So that's where these questions started bubbling up, but I couldn't answer them. So it was one of the 100,000 awful things that the media completely exploited and made worse than it actually was in 2020 that made me decide I don't care about this manipulative behavior. This isn't affecting me directly. And hearing about every single one of my peers on Instagram's opinion about it is not changing the situation, and it's not helping me get further towards success. So what am I gonna do about that? So I started periodically just deleting Instagram off my phone and then downloading it again when I needed to send someone a DM or I don't have this person's number. Stopped posting altogether, and eventually people kind of forget about you and you kind of stop getting DM'd on Instagram, and it's kind of nice and it's kind of refreshing, especially when you're feeling lost and you don't know what your next move is. And I did not. Had so much more time in my day and had so much more space to think. So that helped me a ton. I started filling that time with reading, and that brings me to step number 2. Read books. Now, I have a lot of books to recommend to you. I definitely will do another video of like books that I recommend for young entrepreneurs and anyone who's interested in personal development. Honestly, the first book I read in my social media cleanse was Rich Dad Poor Dad, and let me tell you, this book changed my life so fast. Like I immediately started thinking about the world, not just money, which it definitely helped me have a way better understanding of how money works, how the rich get richer, and why the poor and the middle class stay poor. And I learned so much about finance in this book, and it was so important. It really helped inspire me. I had all these business ideas and come up with new ideas for what my next move was going to be, which has led me to taking this step with you guys and sharing more of my personal development and entrepreneurship journey here on YouTube with you guys. It definitely is a must read. Must read. But the reason I'm recommending to read books as you take this break from social media. I definitely recommend reading something in the personal development, self-help. They call it self-help. It's important to get yourself out of your own head when you're trying to figure out your next move, and it kind of gets you out of your own way when you're looking for that next step to take, and it does it in a non-comparative way like Instagram or social media does. My inner critic is loud and she is a bitch until I can establish boundaries with social media where I'm using it as a tool. Of course, that's what I'm trying to do with YouTube now instead of becoming a consumer. So I'm trying to shift my mindset from consumer to producer and not being too sucked into the herd of sheep. Step 3, take inventory of all of your tolerations. What is a toleration? And this is a really important step, you guys. Toleration is anything that has faded into the background, that really bugs you, but you've just accepted it because, why not? You know, accepting things that are less than fully desirable for you. You know, making excuses for why you're not taking care of things right away. Those are tolerations. You know, clothes in your closet that are like, you just don't love, but stuff that's taking up space. And this could be people too, by the way. You could have friendships that are dull and not rewarding and feel like leechy, and they're not rewarding to you. You feel like you're giving more than you're receiving, but you're just putting up with it. You're tolerating it. And I think that it's really important to get an inventory of your tolerations. You want to take care of these things one by one, like your taxes and, you know, that pile of mail. You need to go through that and throw that stuff away, you know? Like, these are tolerations, and you'll be amazed to find that when you take care of stuff like that right away, it creates so much space in your field of thought, and it gives you space to have ideas for what your next move is going to be. For me, a big toleration I've been dealing with for years is my health, and I will definitely be making more videos about my gut health journey and my paleo diet processes and showing you the results of those as well, because obviously health is a huge part of personal development and having a full life, a long life, and a rewarding one with financial freedom. And if you don't have health, you don't have any of that other stuff. Step 4, create structure for yourself. Now, I am a lucky girl, and I am in touch with an amazing personal trainer who's building his business and his community, and the community is called You Better Faster, and it's an amazing workout program, an amazing trainer who really cares. A gut health coach, a nutritionist, her name's Leslie Northcutt, amazing. I'll link her in the description below. She completely helped me heal so many of my ailments with food and with different diet regimens and different supplement recommendations. And I started working with a personal trainer. I worked with 2 incredible holistic health practitioners who helped me get my health in top notch. Getting my health in order and getting the structure of having these 2 health professionals in my life provided a structure for me to feel in control of my situation and empowered me to make a bold next move. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Implement daily movement into your life and good eating habits, because it really, 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 really makes all the difference. It is cliche because it really works. And go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you've gotten this far in the video. Thanks to those 2 angel holistic health practitioners who weren't just doing their job, they became friends of mine, and we have constructive conversations about what are your real goals? Like, what do you want to accomplish? Like, what are you working on right now? And surrounding yourself, having that inner circle of positive people in your life is so important. That should be another step, okay? Surround yourself with people who are on a mission and want to see you succeed and want to see you grow. Maurice and I especially are really talking about, like, what are your goals? The more clear and specific you can get on your goals, the better. And he would ask me questions and I would not know how to answer them, and it took a lot of conversation to realize what my goals even were. The next step is step 5. Get really, 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 really specific and clear with your goals. It takes time. It does not happen overnight, but having a sounding board and having people that you can talk to. And if you don't have anyone to talk to, here's something I've been practicing lately. Speaking into my voice memo and having like a conversation with myself. Because for me, I like to hear my ideas coming through my mouth and into my ears. It sounds really dumb because it kind of is. Honestly, it's been really helping me. Basically having like manager and like staff meetings with myself where I just speak into my voice recorder, my voice memo app on my phone, click record, and just start talking about these are the things that I need to do, these are the goals for the week, and it's been so helpful to listen back to that and then write down my to-do list, and then from there schedule what I'm going to do. So now that we have solidified our goals and our plan moving forward, and for me that is launch my first product for my brand and then get into YouTube, which you're seeing the results of now. Step 6 is solidify your morning routine and night routine, actually. These routines are so important, and I'll do a whole nother video on my morning routine. When you figure out your morning routine, it kind of sets a nice plan in motion for the day. What's been very helpful to me is plan out my morning routine and type it up on a Google Doc and print it out and put it in the bathroom so I can do my skincare and know exactly what order. So it's just like a list and visuals, post-its all over the wall. It's been so helpful to have the visuals of my morning routine and my night routine up on the wall and up on the fridge for me to see and have a reminder that we are trying to build structure, we are trying to build routines and dial it in so we can really have a healthy structure for working on that business every single day. I always have this metaphor of what life feels like. You have 15 tools, like 15 things that you know really help you when you get stuck, but you only have 14 slots in your tool belt. So it seems like we learn a new lesson and then we forget one, and then, oh yeah, the universe reminded me of this thing that I needed to learn, that I've learned before, I needed to learn again, and then you lose another one. So we're always learning and we're always growing. So if that was the case for you in this video, which one of these steps reminded you or taught you something new? Go ahead and put it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!